Hey, what's going on, everybody? MC Andrew Love back on your screen one more time. And of course, we have another edition of Let's Chat and Jam. In today's episode, I have a special guest. I think this is her third time on the show. And I realized I called her up for this one. I said, hey, you gotta come back to the show because you're dope. And I want people to hear what you can do. And so she said, of course, I'm gonna come MC. You're my homeboy. And so I'm like, yeah. So anyway, folks, without further ado, let me bring in my special guest. Her name is Twila Marie.
MC Andrew Love.
How you doing, Twila Marie? What's happening?
I am wonderful. And you?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing absolutely great.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I can't
As
complain.
you should.
But I'm doing better now since I have you on the screen.
I feel special.
Yeah,
just to hear this.
Well, of course.
To hear this. I thank you so much. You know, it really means a lot to me that you have had me on this platform. You have really, really pushed me and really inspired me. And I just want to just shout you out first before we even get into this for what you're doing for the music culture. You are a wonderful, wonderful MC. And I am so grateful for this connection. So thank you for having me. Thank you.
Well, thank you for accepting my invite. And for those people that don't know, you can find Twila Marie on all the major platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music. Listen, the list goes on and on. Should I continue? And you can hear her on Loom, L-U-M. Exactly, and that's where I found Twila Marie initially, was on Loom, because one of her songs just happened to come on during rotation. That's what Loom does when you hit play. They just put music like the one you heard before. And so they put on a Twila Marie track. The song really made me hit her up. Like, oh my God, you're really, really good. Can I interview you? And that was the first time. That was last year sometime. And we've been talking ever since. And I'll tell you something, folks. Twila Marie is one of a kind. Her vocal arrangements and how she puts her songs together is just mind-boggling to me. Mind-blowing. Just how good you are is and what did you do. You guys, if you haven't heard Twila Marie yet, then I think you need to get your butt in gear. Dig out some under the rocks that you're living under, because I know you're living under rocks. So dig yourself out from under those rocks with the shovel that I'm going to give you guys. Because if you ain't heard Twila Marie yet, then I think that you guys are really missing out. And you need to get a clue. And I'm here to give it to you, folks. Because if you don't have the clue, that's MC Andrew Love's. His job is to give you the clue. The clue is, who is Twila Marie? And I'll tell you, Twila Marie is from Atlanta, but in Michigan right now.
Right. I'm originally from Detroit.
You are from Detroit?
Yes, I was born and raised Detroit. But
I wonder why you're so rough and rugged. Those Detroit people in Detroit, y'all have to be rough and rugged. Because you got those outsiders coming into Detroit to try to F things up in your city. That's what happens in Detroit. See, a lot of you guys got it misconstrued. You think people in Detroit are violent? No, it's the people that come from Lansing to come in and do their dirt, and then they go back up home. That's what's happening in Detroit. Yes.
Schooling us about these Detroit streets, huh?
I've been out to Detroit. I was out at 7 Mile. I was at 8 Mile. And I talked to people that lived in Detroit. And I said, is it really true that you guys are shooting everybody in your own city? And they're like, no, we're not like that. It's not us. It's the people that come in from outside of Detroit. They come in and do their dirt. And then they leave. And then they say it's us. It's not us. And that's why I was hearing that one of the guys told me in Detroit that the police officers don't go on certain towns. There are certain sides of town, and they wait until the daytime to come and pick up the bodies. Is this true?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wow. I thought that
Detroit
was
is
just I thought it was just a story he was telling us because
wow.
I was laughing my butt off, but it's
Yeah,
really true.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. It's really, it can get really dangerous in certain areas of Detroit. But I'm born and bred 8 Mile. So I'm 8 Mile, Livernois is born and bred. Like, yeah, grew up over there. So everybody out on 8 Mile that grew up in from the 70s into the early 2000s, I pretty much know you if you lived off 8 Mile. There's very few people in that area I don't know.
Wow. So you know Marshall Mathers.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I mean, his the guy Gerald. Well, I knew him as Striker, who was in 8 Mile. Was actually a good friend of me and my ex boyfriend. Like literally used to sleep at our house, and I mean we've all hung out at the shelter at St. Andrews. You know that was our thing back then, and I mean yeah.
So what made you go to Atlanta, Georgia? Uh, I mean, was it your mom?
No, my mom actually is still in Michigan. My father, up until last year, was actually a pastor still in Detroit, Michigan. A very prominent pastor, and I lost him to COVID. But my mom stayed in Michigan after his passing, and I moved to Georgia because I went to Georgia when I was 17. The very first time I went. I fell in love with it. I love the trees, like the nature, the trees there was just captivating for me. And I loved the weather. And so I went back when I was pregnant with my oldest daughter in my early 20s. And when I went back, I remember getting on the plane to come back home, and I couldn't even catch my breath. Like I literally was like, I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back. And so I ended up applying for some jobs, and I was married at the time, and I my husband applied, and we both got callbacks. We were initially going to move to California because he had got a call back from a job in California. So we were like flipping the coin on whether we were going to Georgia or California. And we hadn't gotten anything from Georgia yet. And literally, I prayed so hard like the week before we were due to leave for California, and we got a flood of calls from Georgia. So we packed up the car and we headed down to Georgia. Started our whole life. So
Do you find yourself making that was the right choice going to Georgia
um it
overall,
opened a
looking
lot
back?
of doors for me. I was able to. It really launched my background singing career. Giving me a chance to experience doing background for major artists, and being on the road like that. I got to sing for a lot of major events. So I'm grateful for my experience in Georgia. Um, I now I'm just at a point where I'm like, I want to move. I think I'll always have a place in Georgia, but I want to go somewhere else now. I don't know where I really want to go yet. Like I'm literally like up in the air about where I want to move to. You know, I miss Georgia, but I don't think I'm gonna just go right back to Georgia. I think I'm gonna end up somewhere else for a little bit. So now
Okay.
I'm just kind of I've been teeter tottering on North Carolina a little bit,
Well, you
seeing
might
about
want to go.
Charlotte.
Well, you might
Hmm?
want to go somewhere where it's easy for you to pursue your music career because the reason why I say that is that you're very, very good at what you do. Your musical, oh my God, just the way you sing, the way you put your vocals together, how you deliver a main idea.
So what would you suggest? And don't say LA. Please don't say LA.
Well, I was gonna say LA actually,
I knew you were going to say
because
LA.
that's where everybody's hanging right now. LA, LA.
I knew
So,
it. I have
but
friends
you could
in
go to
LA that are trying to
Minneapolis.
get me out there.
It's cold in
Literally. I
Minneapolis, but
have
you could go
friends, I
there.
have family out there. You know, I love, I've been there tons of times. Like, I love going to visit. I just could never see myself living there.
Mm.
I don't know. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know. I have family there. I have shout out to a lot of my family that's there. All my family in LA. I'm not even about to start naming y'all because it'll just get out of hand, and then I'll forget to say somebody's name, and that'll be an issue.
well, California is moving anyway. It's actually being detached from the rest of the United States, and said about 1 million years, it had moved 1 million miles to be up in
Yeah.
Alaska somewhere. So California, so long.
Did you just say so long to California? You know what? You're hilarious.
Was California is like is being detached, so it's like Earth is moving things around. She's
Yeah.
doing like furniture rearranging, kind of like what she did in the beginning of time when Africa was one continent, and then all of a sudden you had a continental drift.
Right.
Eventually, with earthquakes and stuff and erosion over the
Hmm.
years, and so the continent starts to drift off and go in different spots, but the nucleus of Africa stayed still, and that's why it's still
That's
there.
powerful.
Yeah.
That says something about how powerful that land is.
Oh yeah. It was very powerful, which is why I don't want to get into race, but I will for this episode and this episode alone because it's Women's History Month. So we might as well talk about the queens that were killed and taken over by certain so-called Roman rulers back in the
Mm.
day, who would take his crew out to Africa, and then he went out and he pillaged some land, killed the men, raped the women, and made the kids slaves. That's what he
Yeah.
did. And the women slaves too. Called them concubines back then.
Concubine.
Concubines. Because he conquered them. And so
Right.
now they belong to him. His
Hmm.
name is, I don't even want to call him the great because he's not great. Does it take a great man to pillage a town that's already been lived in? Does it take a great man to rob those people of all their belongings and their history? Does it take a great man to do that? No, it does not. It takes a
Wow.
coward and a jerk. That's what it takes.
Wow.
And that's how I feel about history, folks. That's how I feel about history and what happened to my people in Africa. My
Yeah.
people. Because,
We were stripped of a lot.
yes, now back in the day, I used to ask my mom, hey, whatever happened to such and such and so and so? Like, where's our stuff? How come our stuff's not here? How come we don't have stuff lying around? It's because they took everything and they destroyed it. And whatever they didn't destroy went hidden, and so we have to go out and we have to find our relics and our stuff like that. So,
And do you know, I want to ask you something behind that. I think about like how powerful of a people are we that so much has been done to keep us divided. You know, I just think about the levels that they have gone to keep the our particular a race and class of people divided, not just um around the world, but with amongst each other as well. I think that our power as one is so is so overwhelming, and so it will take over everything. If us as melanated kings and queens really woke up to what we actually possess within us, and we actually became unified, the possibilities of what we would create and what we could become are so infinitely endless, and that's known. I think that's why it was so important and so intricately done and dividing us and making sure that we stay divided.
Well, you got to look. When we got into this country, um, we were considered human beings. There was no constitution that took called us a third of a man. There was
Right.
none of that. But at one
It's
point,
true.
the Constitution came out and did not recognize black men as whole men. Didn't even
Right.
recognize women as human beings with rights. It took the 1960s for the women to get their right to vote. So if you think about it, this country has been so male, white dominated since they took it from the Native Americans. The Native Americans, that's another white man term. Sorry about that. But it's the truth. That's another white man term to divide human beings. At one point, we were just called Americans. Whatever
Yep.
happened to that? Americans. We were born in
It's deep.
America. We're born in America, raised in America, bred in America. So I figure that you're American. You don't have to be a black to be African American. How the hell can I be African American if I've never stepped foot in Africa? That's what I want to know.
Right.
That is what I want to know. And somebody explain that to me, people. Whoever designed the census, I think you're wrong at what you did and how you did it. And it's very shady and how you created divides amongst the people here in America. You
Yeah.
know, when you take your oath to be an American, you are freaking American. You're not Anglo-Saxon American. You're not Asian American. You are freaking American. Why do you put a title on everything? Why do you do that? And I'm talking to the people that designed this country. I'm talking to y'all.
Right.
And I hope they respond to me within the right amount of time so we can get this on the next show. Why? America.
You gonna bring some people out, MC Andrew Love. Your passion is there.
Well, I'm gonna bring some people out, and I hope they see this video. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go back on IG Live, and I'm gonna have another one of these shows.
You got to. I mean, that's the only way the message, the only way change can ever really last is that we consistently revisit the things necessary for change. If we
Yeah,
don't talk about it and we just, it's just like exercising. You don't see the results unless you're consistent. Anything that has inconsistency isn't going to produce anything that's going to be lasting. So it has to be an in your face approach at this point. We've done the whole we shall overcome, the kumbaya. We've done that. We've walked that path. Now it's about educating ourselves about, look, we're one. And we don't come together and we don't put it in their face and remind them that we're aware that we're a part of each other, that we're aware that this is a systematic thing, that we're conscious, that we're uniting, that we're coming together, it'll never stop. So we have a responsibility to each other to put that out there and keep that. You got to keep the narrative going. You got to keep it running.
yeah, you got a point. You got a point. I'm digging the vibes. And so, uh, hey, this has been a great time to really like change the gears of this conversation to music. And
Yes.
speaking of, I'm sure that you got something cooking up over there in Michigan. So, what do you have cooking up? And can you do something for us right now?
Yes. Okay. So, um, I am working on two projects right now simultaneously. I have a book coming.
Oh
Um,
my God, not only are you a singer, a songwriter, but you now an author too? The surprises never stop. You never cease to amaze me. You
oh
never.
wow. Bless you, MC Andrew Love. Yes, I am working on a piece called 12 Days. It's about, how I lost my family in a matter of 12 days. And It's gonna be awesome. It really. I have some of my prayers and affirmations, along with some of the songs that were coming out of me during that experience. I also brought in some other writers that I sat with that actually have been on this journey with me through this healing process. Um, and so I'm excited. I have the book coming to Love, which is letting ourselves value everything, which I believe that's what love is. So that's the acronym for that. And yeah, that's coming in June. So we don't even have a long time.
Is that
Um,
going to be on Amazon? Can I buy it on
yes, it's
Amazon?
going to be everywhere. The book will be everywhere. It's being published by Elixboris Publishing Company. It's hard to pronounce too, Elixboris, but that's how you pronounce it. And they're really supportive of the project. The first volume is just daily affirmations that I use. And you get to journal and you get a soul inquiry question as to how different experiences in our lives contribute to our love, which is, like I said, I explained at the beginning, um, letting ourselves value everything that happens. We are taught to value our experience of good things. But when we're hit with things like grief and loss, and sometimes, we have to go through, you may have to go through a divorce, or you may have to go through the loss of a parent, or even a change in moving suddenly. Sometimes people lose things in fire. It's so many things that can be here in a moment and gone in the next. And so in the book, I basically take stories and passages of my life where, it seemed like it was a devastation, but ultimately it was something of value that I was able to learn from it. And so when I really started to study deeper, I became aware of the fact that nothing exists without duality, meaning nothing in matter physically can exist without negative and positive. Has to have both protons and neutrons, which is positive and negative, for matter itself to physically exist. So when I started to understand that we come into matter as divine beings, as eternal beings, to have an experience of the self. In that experience, we're experiencing contrast, but we've trained ourselves that we only want the good stuff. We don't know what to do with the bad. We just discard it. Everything we don't understand, we basically lock away, throw away, and reject. So we have to learn how to embrace, take the good with the bad, and then that which isn't needed, discard it, and value what you can from it. I never thought in a million years um, that losing so many people at one time would alter my life. But it has birthed things musically in me that I didn't know existed. It has birthed things as an author that I didn't know existed. And it's constantly birthing things, and it's constantly pushing me towards people that I never would have saw myself even talking or communicating with. It's pushed me out of my comfort zone. So something I believe that could have really broke me as a human being ultimately is making me stronger and making me into the person that I believe God sent me here to be. And yes, I got some music for y'all. And I'm gonna freestyle for you.
Wow. Well, you go ahead and
You
freestyle.
wanna
I'm gonna sit here in the cuts.
you gonna sit here and what?
I'm gonna sit in the cuts right now. So while you go ahead and
Okay.
sing, I'm gonna be in the cuts. I'm gonna mute myself, y'all. I'm gonna mute
Oh my
myself.
goodness. Okay, so he about to mute himself. So that means whatever y'all get, I'm gonna give y'all a minute of something. MC Andrew, I want you to time me here. Now, if I get out of hand, because I get the feeling of music, and I really don't know what y'all gonna get. Like literally, like we
What
just about to cut this music on, and I'm about to freestyle and let y'all hear like what I do.
Do your thing.
I want you
Do
to.
your
Let's see what we
thing.
do. Let's see what we get. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Like, I don't know. I love this part because I don't know what I'm going to do. And I don't know what I'm going to get. So let's see what we get. Whoa, yeah. Everything is not what it seems. No, we get the opportunity to grow and be. Yeah, wanna change, wanna do different things, wanna see the world change the life of every man, woman, boy, and girl. Gotta go with it. Gotta be the best, yes. We are all blessed because we are here and take it one day at a time. Know that this is your line, your rhyme. Oh, 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 oh. I love being on this earth at this time to do my thing. Won't you shine with me? I love you, and you should love you too, and don't forget about God's plan. You're a great woman and man. I believe in you, and your dreams will come true. You can do it, yeah, yeah. There you go. There you go. Y'all know what
Yes.
y'all know. I don't know what that was. I gotta play that back.
Hey, you go play that back. You can hear that on YouTube, baby. That is dope. That is dope.
Absolutely just love and appreciate everything that you are doing for the now 2.1 billion independent artists that are out here now. And
You,
I just want to just say, what you do, what you are contributing to humanity through this opportunity of bringing us together and connecting us and allowing us to share our gift. I want you to know how priceless you are.
yeah,
You,
it's this is temporary because after we go back into what we were doing, my next goal is to upgrade Let's Chat and Jam to in-person interviews and actual performances from the
oh
artists
my gosh.
themselves. That's my next goal. There's other people that have done it, but not in the way I'm doing it. And
Okay.
so I've seen people do it, but they had a panel of people.
Okay.
But their shows were short lived. Now my show,
Wow.
I'm going to see that it lasts a long time because I'm going to introduce sponsors and stuff like that on my show. So I really believe that as long as I have this drive and this passion to put out as much music as I possibly can. Now, not me personally. I'm talking from you guys. Put your music out there that's already out there, but allow other people to hear it. And because I feel that if everybody hasn't heard it yet, then it's still brand new. See, you may have to have a song. You may have a song that you put out 2 years ago, but if there's not like 10 million views on that song, then that
Hmm.
song is still brand new, and people still need to hear it. So
Right.
and that's what I'm doing out here is giving people like yourself who have a beautiful voice with a great personality opportunity to shine on another stage. I didn't say on the major stage. I said another stage because there's so many stages of life that you could be on. So many places you could go. So many things you could do to enhance what you already do. And that's make beautiful music. And that would be to put you in front of people. And you deserve that, at least, because you're so damn dope.
Thank you, MC Andrew. Like, you rock, dude. You're my guy. Like, you are my guy. Like, I so love and appreciate you. You just don't know. I don't care where this journey takes me. I am big on remembering where I started. And you, out of thousands of people, you have been nothing but supportive. And let me shout you out. You have brought people, like people have told me they found me through your platform. So I just want to just let you know, I'm so thankful. And I don't care where this journey takes me. You're going with me.
Well, it's funny you say this because I've always wanted to be somebody's personal MC. And
Well, you're
so,
mine. You're Twila Marie's. Now I don't know who else is gonna try to steal you,
well, that's why
but
we need a contract.
yeah,
We need a
Twila Marie's.
we need a contract,
You roll with me.
and as long as I get paid to be
Oh
there,
yeah.
I'll be there.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
and don't forget, I have to feed. You have to feed me too. So make sure there's food being cooked. Oh, I'll tell you what. Tell the people that book you. Make sure you
Mhm.
have some avian water for my man MC Andrew Love when he come through because that's all he wants to drink. Or that or Fuji. Give me some Fuji water.
Fiji water.
Fiji, yeah, Fiji water. Fiji, yeah. Give me
Gotcha.
some of that. Put Fiji water in the backstage area. You
I
know,
hear you.
yeah. That's not
I'll
Fiji.
have all your stuff together.
Yeah. That's my writer though. That's gonna be in my writer. So believe me,
Yeah.
y'all, I am gonna write myself up a writer for anybody that needs me as an MC at their concerts because I definitely will show up.
You're gonna be in demand, so
Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to it.
yeah, you're gonna be in demand.
If the money is right, I will be there. Let's put it that way.
That moolah has to be right.
The dead presidents have to be represented in our conversation. That's all there
I
is
hear you
to it.
on that one.
Yeah, and I'm not charging you much anyway. You're my homie, so I wouldn't even charge you a lot. I would only charge you just enough to get me out there, to give me something to eat, and to go back home.
No. I don't even operate like that. So when I'm somewhere, I believe in blessing people. I believe in no. You're gonna be like, I'm gonna ruin you. I get a hold to you. You're gonna be like Twila Marie. She had my water. She had my wife's water. She had she had my wardrobe. She got my stylish. She had my hats. She got my setup. I get a gold mic, gold headphone.
Well,
You think I'm
me.
playing? Like
I'm
I
wearing
go
this
over the
fedora.
top.
I want some more of these.
See? I already knew. See? You see what I'm saying? I already know the deal. Like I believe in really giving honor to whom honor is due. I'm really big on that, and I really believe in like blessing people. So I always say when my time comes in the capacity where I'm at liberty to really bless people, they're gonna know what it means to be really blessed.
Well, your time is coming well before you know it because I believe in karma. And the thing about karma is there's two sides to it. There's good karma and then there's not so good karma. I've experienced the not so good karma a lot of times in my life. On the other hand, you, for example, are not a person that will earn not so good karma. You got karma that's coming that is good karma, quality karma, that sticky ooziness karma that makes you feel so good inside, makes you feel like you had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You know what I'm saying? That type of karma you're gonna get. That dope karma.
I
That good,
receive this karma.
yeah,
I receive all of that. All
yeah.
of that.
It's that karma that's like a Boston cream donut on a day when you have a hot chocolate with you. That's that karma you gonna get. That hot
Wow.
chocolate Boston cream donut karma. That's sweet. It's like sugar karma. They make your taste buds go like, ooh, that's sweet. Make your
That
teeth hurt.
sounds good. Look, you making the karma sound good to me.
Oh yeah, that's that karma you got coming for you. That's that karma. Not everybody gets that karma, by the way. You have to be a good person to get karma
Wow.
like that. And only the person I see that's sitting right in front of me from Michigan, Detroit,
Yep.
is getting that karma
Yeah.
because you're a good person, you treat people with respect, and you're awesome mom. You got great parenting skills.
Wow. I love my ducks. I love my ducks. My shout out to my kids who are all incredible. They're all incredible. My twin girls, they keep me. My twin, she's 12. She does my hair. So
Wow,
everything you
she
see,
did a great job.
yeah, she
Thought
does my hair. She
I
does my edits. She did. If you go online and you look up my one song, my wedding tribute song, "Our Love Will Survive," my actual 12-year-old daughter, she did the entire visual for me for that project.
that's a beautiful song.
Yes, thank you.
If y'all haven't heard that song, then you guys are living under rocks, and you need to dig yourself from up underneath those rocks. You guys gotta dig yourself from up underneath those rocks if you haven't heard Twila Marie's song about love. I mean, it's everybody heard it by now. Where are you at? Where you been? That's all I want to say. And I'm talking
that
to
one is on
everybody,
YouTube.
and I'm talking to everybody that's in earshot. So if you're on Spreaker, you heard us. If you're on YouTube, you heard us. And if you're on Instagram, you heard us. If you're on Twitter, you definitely heard us. And if you on Loom, oh, you're going to hear it. By the way.
Shout out to my Loom family, man.
Yeah. Shout out to y'all, man.
Shout out to my Loom family.
Y'all don't listen to Twila Marie on Loom. Let me just say this, y'all. If y'all don't listen to Twila Marie on Loom, it's because you haven't heard her yet. And once you hear her, you guys are going to add her to your playlist. It's a no-brainer. No-brainer, y'all. I say no-brain. I meant no-brainer. But when you try to spell no-brainer, it doesn't spell. Maybe because brainer is not a word. Twila Marie, can you believe this? No-brainer is not an actual term.
You need to just make that a term.
Yes, because when I try to type it up in my iPhone, when I say, oh, this is a no-brainer, it says, what do you mean, no-brain?
Wow.
Yeah, it's not right.
I would think at this point that is a term. Like
it is now. It's a term today.
Yeah, we're making it a term. Like
it's a no-brainer, folks. When you hear Twila Marie sing, you're going to be like, oh my God, MC Andrew Love, you did it again. You did it again. You told me about a woman who could sing, or an artist that can sing her butt off, and you were right. She can sing her butt off. I'm telling you, I believe Twila Marie is going to be a star. As a matter of fact, I believe it so much so that I am going to MC her when she goes on stage. Yes, I am. And this is how I'm going to do it. And I'm going to give everybody a little taste of my MCing skills right now because I'm feeling froggy, so I'm going to leave it. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage right now from Atlanta, Georgia, she is one of the hottest divas around. R&B, gospel, and everything in between. Ladies and gentlemen, get up off your seats. Put your hands together for the one, the only, Twila Marie. Yeah.
And I'm coming out singing.
Exactly.
Our love will survive. Our love is alive. Yeah, I got you. Or we could just say, I wanna dance the night away with you. Yeah. My love.
I love that song.
I wanna dance the night away with you. My love.
My love.
We gonna go there. I'm gonna be ready for you.
Yeah, you know what? You can even take me to the studio. I got something for you.
You got something for me at the studio?
I got something for you.
Oh my goodness.
I'm going to the studio on March 10th.
On March when?
10th.
10th. Okay, the day after my brother's birthday.
Happy birthday, brother.
Happy birthday. Shout out to my brother, who's one of the greatest, dopest artists out.
What's his name?
His name is Steven.
Steven what?
Steve-O.
Steve-O.
Yes.
I don't think I heard Steve-O.
Yes.
I heard of a Steve-O, but it's the same Steve-O I'm thinking of?
Probably not. He's real low-key. He used to go by Sparky Love, and he's rebranding himself. So he has a new project coming out, and I'm so excited for him. Like, so shout out to my little brother
Shout
who's
out
bringing some new music soon.
Steve-O, formerly Sparky Love.
Yes.
Has he got music under Sparky Love?
Yeah, he does. He has a video on YouTube called "Believe in You."
I believe in you. It's a good song.
Yeah,
It's a good song. I ain't even heard it yet.
he's an awesome artist. He's awesome. He writes too, so
But
he's
you're awesome.
incredible.
You just as awesome.
I always shout out my brother. I don't, I don't
almost,
care. Like he's incredible. He's really gifted, and he's really good at what he does. So I always give him a shout out.
well, that's your brother. You gotta shout out your brother because he'll shout you out.
Yeah.
I'm sure he shouts you out all the time.
Yeah, he looks out for us, sis, man. He does. He looks out for me. I mean, anything I come up with, he shares it and spreads it, and he's always been like one of my biggest supporters, and I really am. I'm excited about where we're going. I can't wait to work with him. We're gonna work together. So I can't wait till that season comes. Right now we're doing our individual things. So once we do all this individual stuff, then we're gonna do something together.
Yeah. I wanted to play some of your music because you got some songs that.
Can I play some of my music or no?
I think if you got if it's a song that hasn't been released yet.
Well, I have. Well, no, I don't. I can sing something that hasn't been released, but I don't have to.
Yeah, give us an acapella version. Give us an acapella version of it. Go ahead, do that. Do your thing. Do your thing.
Let me see. Of something I have coming.
Yeah, something that you've already copyrighted, hopefully.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I have that. Let's see. I have a song that says, I can remember when we first met and how it was for us. A day that I shall never forget. A love sent from above. Oh, you are the one that I'm in love with, the one that changed my life. And I know my future with you will always serve me right. This is a moment that we will remember. This is one moment we won't forget. That's just a little bit. It's a song called "Remember," though, off of another wedding project I'm bringing you guys.
I know
I'm
is
excited about that.
My ears are singing joyous noises or joyous praises to the Lord right now. Yeah, you know you can sing. You can't just sing. You can sing. That's what that is.
Goodness,
that's what that is.
Thank you.
You got skills, man. Literally. I was just listening to All for One yesterday, and they sing that song. She got skills. That's you. You got skills.
Wow.
Remember All for One?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know you. I didn't know you remember those cats. It's been like
you know what? Let me tell you something about me. I am like the queen of remixes, and shout out to my Voicey family and my Smule family. Like I'm the queen of. If you go on my Voicey page,
you on Smule?
Yes, I'm on Smule.
I'm on Smule too.
Well, we gotta do something. We gotta collab.
We definitely gotta do some karaoke.
I have been on Smule for like 6 or 7 years.
I haven't been on there in like some months. Last time I was on Smule.
I'm terrible. I joined a platform called Voicey, and after I did that, I kind of just got lost in Voicey world because Voicey is like everything freestyle.
Freestyle? You mean you sing, you make up something on the spot?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's so many unlimited tracks.
So I downloaded that app and I didn't know how to use it.
Oh, it's so dope. And it's just, but the thing about Voicey, that I wish was different. They only give you a minute.
Mm.
Literally 56 seconds is all you get on there.
That's
So it's really like you can only like lay an idea down. But
okay.
I've come up with like thousands of ideas. If you go on my Voicey page, you would get lost. Like I have a ball on there.
It's a
I
treasure
remix
trove.
stuff. I did a mashup the other day with Who Can I Run To and Music Soul Child's uh Mary. I gotta send it to you. Like you remember his song Mary, How Could You Go Around and Hurt Me So?
No.
Am I at liberty to sing it on here?
Um. Uh. Just sing the hook.
Mary, how could you go?
Oh, I know that song.
And I mashed that up with uh Who Can I Run To? I mashed those two up.
So you had a marry the beat, and who can I
Yeah, it
run
was
to that?
somebody else's beat. I just took both of those songs and then I did like a little freestyle of my own in there too. It came out really crazy though. It was fun.
Wow. So you put it together.
Yeah.
So I can go to Boise, check you out, and listen to the
Yes. Are you
songs.
on Boise too?
Yeah, I'm on Boise.
Oh, I gotta follow you on Smule and Boise.
Yeah,
Where are you?
definitely.
What you under MC Andrew Love?
On Smule, I think I'm MC Andrew Love 2.
I
Something
gotta.
like
I'm,
that.
I'm gonna follow you on Smule. I'm
And
Twila Marie Sings. I'm Twila Marie Sings everywhere,
see, my
like on
daughter gets
every
on.
social media platform. Loom. Now on not on Voicey. On Voicey, I'm Elite Aaron. I got like this alter ego on Voicey. Like I do so many characters, and you'll hear a whole new side of me on Voicey. But everywhere else, I'm at Twila Marie Sings. Everywhere.
You heard that, folks. You heard it here. Everywhere. Twila Marie sings.
I'm looking you up right now on Smule.
Yeah, I'm on there. I
We
have
got
two
a
different.
collab.
I have two different accounts, but one I know I am on because if you heard there's one if I did a song called Carrie Europe. I did Carrie.
Do you have a picture on there?
Of course, I have a picture on there.
Okay, I see
Yep.
MC Andrew 6.
Okay.
You said MC Andrew 2?
MC Andrew Love.
No. I mean, I got love on there, of course, but I'm saying, is it number 2 afterward?
Well, what I'm doing is I'm looking up. I'm going to that app right now. This is not going
Oh,
to
I
be on
found
the
you.
final video, by the way. Just say, look at this, you know.
I just followed you.
Oh, this
I
is the Girl Power Challenge.
I need to get on there. I'm gonna get on Smule because I haven't been on it in a while, and I had a lot of supporters. I've lost a lot of people because
Oh,
I left for so long.
this is me right here.
Yes, I just followed you.
MC Andrew Love 44. MC Andrew Love 44?
Yep, I followed you.
Okay. You only got 13 followers.
Yeah,
I don't be on
and
there
I don't
very
know
often.
why it says, oh yeah, because I'm in a group on there. I'm in iRoyals and I'm in AM, so I am Twila Marie as my handle on there, but it's at Twila Marie Sings. You can look it up either way. It has both of them.
Somebody tried to get me to join a group on Smule, but I wasn't doing that crap.
Yeah, I have been on there for so long. I'm in
Cause
Unlimited Melodies too. I'm actually an alumni for them.
you have to be like on that app for a long time in order for them to really to to respect you. Like
Yeah, I only got like I lost. I have like a little bit over 7,000 followers, but
7,000 followers.
yeah,
Oh,
that's not.
I only got 13 followers.
You so
And you got
silly.
7,000 followers.
Lost a lot though. I lost because I stopped going on. I stopped singing on there as much.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Like you got to be consistent on there.
Yeah, when you leave a platform, it's difficult to get your momentum back. Because I
Yeah.
think people be thinking you're going to leave again.
Yeah, so they're
Because
like,
they're
yeah, follow
nervous.
him or her. I can dig it. Yeah, so, this has been a great conversation. This has been an awesome conversation today. I enjoyed your company. Thank you for coming through. I do
I thank you
appreciate it.
for having me. And anytime, I can't wait until we work professionally um, outside of this. I cannot wait to work with you. I'm so excited about your journey. You are really going places. You talk about where everybody else is going, but I'm big on seeing where you're going. And I see, I envision great things for you. And, you know, you're somebody. So all those people, while you were blooming, let me just go at all you superstars, and you're too good for live chat and jam with MC Andrew Love. Just give it a minute, okay? Because the tables are gonna flip, and it's just gonna keep growing. You're gonna just keep growing, leaps and leaps and bounds. What you are doing, it is innovative. You're pushing the spectrum, and you're bringing new talent, and you're bringing it every day, and you're relentless with it, and I love it. I love your creativity. I love your passion for this. I love the fact that you are really passionate about music and the culture for real. It's not you're just trying to do this to make a quick buck or anything. This is really your passion, and it comes off, and it makes us as artists very comfortable. I've been in several interviews. I've never been this comfortable. I'm very comfortable with you. I feel my guard just comes down. You keep us laughing. You're motivating us. You're pushing things for the community. You are all around. I told you, you my guy. You my you my God. You are my God. So I'm just grateful that God saw fit to just bring us together and connect us through music. And that's what I think is amazing. So thank you for having me. And anytime you call, I'm going to be there. I don't
Well,
care where I'm at. You think it's a game, but I'm so serious. Watch.
all right.
You say I'm a star, then watch. When I'm sorry, you're going to be like, and I got Twila Marie right here with me. We're going to be rolling with it. I'm going to roll with you all the way. I'm
Well, all
here for the
right.
ride.
Well, we should definitely see about that.
Yes.
Because I believe that Twila Marie is going to be in every household name. She's going to be in every radio station, every household, every person's lips. Because every time they speak, they're going to be like, damn, you ever heard that new song from Twila Marie? Oh, yeah, I heard that. That shit is dope. Yeah, that's it. Every household is going to have Twila Marie's name written all over it.
Wow.
Like Beyonce is in every household, Twila Marie is in every household. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
That's another level.
yeah. But
Yeah.
it didn't take Beyonce overnight to get where she was. It took her some time and some guidance, and I believe the same thing for you. With time and guidance, people looking out for you, giving you the right direction, I believe that you're gonna be doing dope and major things in the industry years to come.
Well, I thank you, and I receive this. I receive all this good karma. I receive all the love. I receive it, and I bless you and give it right back. I boomerang it right off me back to you.
I appreciate that. I got it. I got it.
Oh, there it is. Look, you
Ah,
got it.
yeah,
Hey.
I shot some back.
Oh my gosh.
I shot half of it back. I got the other half. Now you got
You
the
got
other
the
half.
other half?
I got the other half right here. It's in my heart.
Oh wow. Bless you, and thank you so much for having me.
Well, it's been a win-win-win situation all the way around tonight.
All the way.
It's been a win for you. Got to come out and chat with me. And it's been a win
Yes.
for the fans because the fans are going to see this on every platform. And they heard it
Yes.
from you. And of
Yes.
course, it's been a win for me because I get to interview a dope artist in front of some dope fans who I really appreciate all the time. And
Yes.
so, thank you for everyone that are watching this from YouTube. Loom, IGTV, and any other spot I decide to put this podcast at. Thank you for watching. I truly
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Thank you for having me, MC Andrew Love. Much love to you and yours. Thank you, guys. I love y'all.
Yeah, we love you too. We really do. Oh, that's it. It is
All
time.
righty.
It's that time, folks. And of course, Twila Marie's, you are one of amazing lady, and we appreciate you being here. We really do. And folks, in the meantime, wear a mask, stay safe, wash your hands, and of course, social distance. In the meantime, folks, peace out. I'll see you again soon.